Anthropic's new Claude model can think both fast and slow. Gmail will stop using SMS for two-factor authentication. And each second of Google's VO2 AI video footage will cost 50 cents. It's Tuesday, February 25th, and this is Engadget News. Well, another week, and there's another new AI model ready for public use. This time it's Anthropic with the introduction of Claude 3.7 Sonnet. The company describes its latest release as the market's first hybrid reasoning model, meaning the new version of Claude can both answer a question nearly instantaneously or take its time to work through it step by step. As the user, you can decide what approach Claude takes, with a drop-down menu allowing you to select the thinking mode you want it to take. As the company wrote, "We've developed Claude 3.7 Sonnet with a different philosophy from other reasoning models on the market. Just as humans use a single brain for both quick responses and deep reflection, we believe reasoning should be an integrated capability of frontier models rather than a separate model entirely. This unified approach also creates a more seamless experience for users." Now, Anthropic doesn't name OpenAI explicitly, but the company is clearly taking a shot at its rival. Between GPT-4, o1, o1 Mini, and now o3 Mini, OpenAI offers many different models, but unless you follow the company closely, the number of systems on offer can be overwhelming. In fact, Sam Altman recently admitted as much in a post on social media this month in which he wrote, "We hate the model picker as much as you do and want to return to magic unified intelligence." Anthropic says it also took a different approach to developing Claude's reasoning capabilities, writing, "We've optimized somewhat less for math and computer science competition problems, and instead shifted focus towards real-world tasks that better reflect how businesses actually use LLMs." To that point, current Claude users can look forward to particularly strong improvements in coding and front-end web development. Claude 3.7 Sonnet is available to use now across all Claude plans, including Anthropic's free tier. Developers, meanwhile, can access the new model through the company's API, Amazon Bedrock, and Google Cloud's Vertex AI. Speaking of developers, Anthropic is also introducing Claude Code, a new agentic tool that allows you to delegate coding tasks to Claude directly from a terminal interface. Available currently as a limited research preview, Anthropic says Claude Code can read code, edit files, write and run tests, and even push commits to GitHub. Google is planning to end support for SMS-based two-factor authentication in Gmail. That's according to a report from Forbes. Sending a code to your personal phone via text message has long been an option that Google offered to verify your identity, but it has unavoidable security issues that the company wants to address. A Gmail spokesperson said that the goal is to reduce the impact of rampant global SMS abuse. And the solution, at least for now, is QR codes. Instead of entering your number and receiving a text with a code you need to enter, Google will throw up a QR code you need to scan with your phone. The reliance on your smartphone is still present, but now you don't have to rely on the lax security of SMS messages. Using SMS two-factor authentication is better than nothing, but text messages aren't as secure as other methods. Criminals can intercept your message just by convincing your carrier to port your number to a new phone. By tricking a provider to send multiple SMS messages to a number a criminal operation controls in a process called traffic pumping, they can even make money on each text. Considering the volume of SMS messages the company sends to both verify users and make sure people are not bulk creating accounts to send spam, it's not hard to see how SMS could be a problem. Ultimately, the goal for Google and other companies like it is to use passkeys and move away from passwords entirely. But adoption is slow, and making the current, much more familiar process secure is still meaningful. Google's VO2 model was announced last December, and now we have an idea of what using it will cost. According to its pricing page, 50 cents per second of footage. VO2 is presently limited to 2-minute clips and up to 4K resolution, a fair sight more than the 20-second 1080p clips generated by ChatGPT's Sora model. It's somewhat more difficult to compare the two on pricing, as Sora uses a subscription-based approach. The staggering $200 ChatGPT Pro plan entitles a user to 500 videos per month, while the Plus plan caps things at 50 videos and hobbles the maximum quality and length to 720p and 5 seconds, respectively. VO2 users, meanwhile, just pay piecemeal whenever they choose. Big-budget feature films cost many multiples of VO's pricing per second to produce, but that's not really what the model is currently seeking or able to compete with. Google is already testing VO2 as a means to quickly generate backgrounds for YouTube Shorts through its Dream Screen feature. It and Sora are also likely to take a bite out of the stock footage industry, where high-quality clips can cost 100 times what a VO2 clip would. Of course, those clips are typically free of weird artifacts and mangled hands. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Igor Bonifasic, Ian Carlos Campbell, and Jeremy Gann, and was voiced and produced from the boutique sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.